Well, good morning, everyone who's tuning in this morning. My name's Dan, one of the pastors at Clontarf. I just wanted to basically bring a small devotion to you guys this morning, and I hope you guys are going okay during this bit of a lockdown. I think people are going a bit house mad. I know my son and daughter are getting a little bit house mad. So, yeah, just make sure you keep sane in this time. I've got two verses I want to share this morning, and the first is Psalm 90 verse 12. I'll read that out. It says, "So teach us to number our days that we may present a heart of wisdom." And the second is Psalm 39 verse 4. It says, "Show me, Lord, my life's end and the number of my days. Let me know how fleeting my life is." It was probably about 6 months ago that I read Psalm 90 verse 12 and really took note of it. And the core truth you get from these two verses and many others is that life is just a temporary assignment. And to make the best of your life now, you need to remember two truths. And that is that first, compared to eternity, life is extremely short. And the second is, don't get too attached to our life now, because it's just a temporary residence. Now, the Bible, repeatedly refers to our life here on earth just like that, in regards to basically having just a temporary visa. You're not expected to stick around long. You can't get comfortable. You've got to make the most of your time now. And it uses words like alien, pilgrim, foreigner, stranger, visitor, traveller. These are the words described of our life, basically. It's nothing to do with a permanent idea. And so one thing that our Western society, I believe, has done really, really well is that we've forgotten that fact. And we indulge, or have indulged, too much in what our society has to offer. And basically, it seems the more that you have, the more you become overly connected to this earth and your possessions, and things aren't really how it's meant to be. Life is also pretty easy, or has been pretty easy for us in the West. I mean, of course, there's always problems, but nothing compared to third world countries. And so you start to think, when life is easy, it tricks you into living like, living for now, living to make decisions that benefit your life now on earth. It could be as simple as putting more money towards your mortgage rather than giving a tithe to God, or giving to the poor, those who are less off than you. And it's important that we don't forget to think eternally in the decisions we make, because the thing is, we treat our possessions like they're ours, when in fact they're not ours. The Bible says that all that is in the world is the Lord's. All that is in it is the Lord's. That makes us stewards, not owners. We're caretakers. And so to treat our possessions like they're ours, and that they're not ours to use to benefit others, is the wrong way to think and to live. And that's that's the important part. One thing I think we're going to realise, if you're a Christian, when you get to heaven, you're gonna realise, why on earth did I waste so much of my time, energy, and resources on what wasn't going to last? It's really a powerful question to think about, and the more I think about it, the more I've lived that way, it's helped me to redirect my life and the way I spend my money. And so, one thing that we need to, I believe, be doing regularly is to be echoing the prayer from Psalm 90 verse 12. It says to teach us to number our days that we may present a heart of wisdom. And we need that wisdom now in our life, especially now with what's going on. It's the one thing that coronavirus has taught us, and this epidemic, is that, hang on a second, we're not as invincible as we thought we were in the West, in Australia. And all of a sudden we're challenged with something that we usually think is in a third world country, but it's leveled the playing field. We're all equal, and so we need that wisdom to live a life that honors God now, that echoes into eternity, rather than focusing on what we have now. And I believe that that's actually something we've been reminded of really clearly, and we should continue to make that our identity. That we are only travellers, we're only foreigners here, we're here for a short time, and so make decisions that benefit eternity, not just the way we feel now, how comfortable we are now. So I just wanted to leave that with you this morning, and I'll close in prayer. Lord, I really pray that our identity would not be focused on earth and our possessions and the way we live now, Lord, for ourselves, but it would be focused on the fact that our life is short. That would give us a heart of wisdom, a wisdom that would help us to honour you and others above all else, wisdom that would help us to use our money and our possessions as a steward, Lord, to benefit you, Lord, to benefit others. May that be something that echoes into eternity in the lives of Christians, Lord, especially now with this coronavirus, I pray. Amen. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm having a day off later on, and it's going to be good to spend some time with the family. Just make sure you make the most of this time to soak up relationships, even if it's virtually. It's an opportunity to really think about what's more important for us in this life. So enjoy your day, and I'll see you next week.